So here we are in a beautiful new neighborhood in San Miguel. It's sort of like the art district in this area. It's absolutely beautiful everywhere. And I can't think of a better place to introduce this concept of timing. Timing, just like it is important in music, it's just as important in photography. And I feel like, honestly, it's one of the most underutilized or overlooked concepts in getting like a really good photo. I can't think of something more important than timing that can really help us get a shot that stands out above the crowd. So this is such a beautiful spot. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It really kind of caught my eye, even from the periphery, because there's so much color, but there's donkeys. You don't see donkeys every day. There's zebras. This is just such a cool area right here. And I can clearly work this space. I'll grab a photo. And that actually looks pretty good just right off the bat, right? It's hard to take a bad photo here. That's what I love about San Miguel. But let's face it, anyone who's standing on the street corner with a decent camera is gonna get the same shot I'm gonna get. So we're gonna rely on timing and see if we can utilize that as an example or a way that we can elevate our photography above the rest and really make it stand out. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Cartier-Bresson when I'm talking about timing. He can be considered the grandfather of timing, and what he's known for is this phrase, this kind of notion of the decisive moment. What this really is, in a nutshell, and I am paraphrasing here, is this notion of, or this idea of, or this theory of all the elements in the scene coming together in the best possible way at the best possible time. Always look for the decisive moment to make your photo stand out from the crowd. You don't always have this option here. I'm gonna go around this pile. And it is kind of nice in this scene at least. It's not the narrow alleyways that I'm used to. So I have a little bit more room to just come back here a little bit, switch to my 2.5, and I'm actually liking this composition really, really well here. So let me take this photo. I just love the way this whole scene is composed. So that works for a photo, but it is just a little bit static. So what I think is really gonna work the best is someone or something kind of walking behind it that's just not gonna be as obvious in the frame. Now I saw some people walking down the street. I'm hoping they're gonna come down this direction. I'm just gonna start firing. I probably started way too soon, but I'm gonna keep on firing, keep on firing, keep on firing. I think that was the perfect person for this. The coolest thing about using the iPhone for scenarios like this is I can go back into my camera roll and check immediately if I got that shot. Here's how you do it. I'm gonna go into my photos, click on that last shot. I'm gonna click the select button. I'm gonna scroll through the bottom here and just kind of play it back until I get the shot that I want. And what I'm looking for is to get her perfectly centered so it looks like she's riding this donkey. Yes, it is a little goofy, it's kind of crazy, but I think it showcases timing exactly the way I wanted to showcase timing. So I'm gonna keep on scrubbing over and keep on scrubbing over because there actually might be one more shot where she's framed perfectly inside this door. That shot right there. Actually, I think I like this a little bit better than that first shot even, so I'm gonna save both. Let's just wait maybe a few more minutes, see if anything else develops, and then we'll move on to the next location. And I think I saw some people walking down the street, so I don't wanna put my, This is gonna happen sometimes. The garage door just opened. Actually, this looks kinda cool. I think it's actually the shop owner. I'm not quite sure, the guy who designed all this, but this actually might work to our advantage. Let's just see what happens. I'm not quite sure if this is gonna work out or not. I'm gonna switch from my 2.5 back to my 1x. One, because it gives me a little bit more field of view, but two, it's much better in low light scenarios. It's a much faster camera, lets more light in. So I'm gonna talk a little bit slower and let's see what we can get out. Hola, mi amigos. Hola. Gracias, beautiful, bonita. ¿Cómo se llamas? Raul. Raul, very nice to meet you. May I take some photos? Raul, can I? Oh yeah, what do I?
Come in.
All right, let's take a look at this. And look at this, Raul, this is unbelievable. You just kind of welcomed us in. What? Look at the scale of this. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is like walking into a private museum. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Check this out. Probably see my reflection just a little bit here, but look at this shot right here. Talk about timing. And I thought this was going to be a problem. It turns out to be such a blessing in disguise. You're just welcomed into people's homes. This is the coolest home I've ever been welcomed into right here. I'm going to grab a couple more photos. Photography is basically just an excuse for me to explore my curiosity, and I tend to let my curiosity get the better of myself. And when I do that, it either gets me in trouble or it gets me into some really cool locations, sometimes a little bit of both. Oh, there he is, Raul. This is so beautiful, my God. Gorgeous. Look at this. You made all of this. You made this too? Is this a replica of the parroquia? You made a replica of the parroquia. Let's see what this is.
I made in the parroquia 8 meters. I work here.
8 meters.
Sí. 8 meters for 4 meters.
So you made
1,500 kilos.
Oh my God, you actually created a replica that's 8 meters high. That is unbelievable. Raul, you are amazing.
I know.
Amazing. Oh, Raul, come in for one more shot. Yeah, that's a frame. Come over a little bit more. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Gracias, mi amigo. Gracias. Take care. So how cool was that experience? I mean, timing, really, that's perfect. Timing, timing, timing. Timing is the distinction between a day that you're never gonna remember and turning it into a day that you're never gonna forget. I'm never gonna forget that experience. And I truly hope that I captured what it means to be in the right place at the right time, get the photos you need, and most importantly, have that experience. This video was a free preview of my Capture It All online course. In this course, you'll discover how to use your iPhone to literally capture everything that's happening around you. We'll talk about composition, storytelling, timing, photographing people, recording videos, time lapses, flying a drone, and so much more. If you'd like to use your iPhone to its fullest potential, please take a look at the full version of Capture It All. You'll find the link in the description right next to this video. So click on that link right now and I'll see you inside the full version of the course.